Structural organization in animals. In dash organisms, all functions like digestion, respiration, and reproduction are performed by single cell in all unicellular organisms. In all unicellular organisms. In the complex body of dash animals, same basic functions are carried out by different group of cells in a well organized manner. In the complex body of multicellular animals, in the complex body of multicellular animals, the same basic functions are carried out by different group of cells in a well organized manner. The body of simple organism like dash is made of different types of cells and the number of cells in each type can be in thousand. The body of simple organism like hydra is made of different types of cells and the number of cells in each type can be in thousand. Human body is composed of billions of cells to perform various functions. Yes, true. A group of similar cells along with intercellular substances perform a specific function. Such an organization is called tissue. An organization is called tissue. Okay. All complex animal consists of only four basic types of tissue. True or false? All complex animals consists of only four basic types of tissues. Yes, true. Tissues organized in specific proportion and pattern to form an organ like stomach, lung, heart, kidney. Tissues organized in specific proportion and pattern to form an organ like stomach, lung, heart, and kidney. Yes, that's true. When two or more organs perform a common function by their physical and or chemical interaction, they together form. When two or more organs perform a common function by their physical and or chemical interaction, they together form organ system. Cells, tissues, organ system split up the work in a way that exhibits dash and contribute to the survival of the body as whole, that exhibit division of labor, the dash basic tissues organize to form the dash basic tissues organize to form organs which in turn associate to form organ systems in the multicellular organism. Four basic types of tissues like epithelial, connective, and muscular nervous tissues organized to form organ which in turn associate to form organ systems in the multicellular organism. Dash organization is essential for more efficient and better coordinated activities of millions of cells constituting an organism. Organ system grade of organization, which is the highest level of organization, is essential for more efficient and better coordinated activities of millions of cells constituting an organism. Organ in our body is made up of one or more types of tissues. Yes, that is true. The basic tissues like epithelial, connective, muscular, and neural will organize to form basic tissues like epithelial, connective, muscular, and neural tissues that organize and form to form organs, which in turn associate to form organ systems in the multicellular organisms. Such an organization essential for more efficient and better coordinated activities of millions of cells constituting an organism. Such an organization is called organ system grade of organization. Organ system grade of organization. Tissues in heart are tissues in heart. We have epithelial tissue, we have connective tissue, and we have muscular tissue, cardiac muscle, and nervous tissue. All four types of tissues are present in the heart. which is an example for all types of tissues. Mostly all organs are having all types of tissue. Complexity in our organ and organ system displays a discernible trend. This discernible trend is called evolutionary trend. In the case of plants or microbes, the term morphology refers in the case of plants. The term morphology precise means in case of plants, the term morphology precisely means study of form or externally visible features. Study of forms or externally visible features. Study of form or externally visible features. In case of animal, morphology refers to external appearance of organs, external appearance of or parts of the body. The word dash is conventionally used for the study of morphology of internal organs in the animal, that is anatomy. The word anatomy conventionally is used for the study of morphology of internal organs in the animals. So let's go with frog. Frog can live both on land and in fresh water, hence called amphibia. Frog belongs to the class Amphibia. Frog belongs to the phylum. Phylum Chordata. Most common species of frog found in India. Rana tigrina. Frog do not have constant body temperature, hence called poikilothermic animal. Frog's body temperature varies with the temperature of the environment, hence frog is poikilotherm or cold-blooded animal. Cold-blooded animal are also called as poikilotherms. Changes in the color of the frog while they are in grasses and are in dry land. Changes in the color of the frog while they are in grasses and on dry land. Yes, that is true. Changes occur in the color of the frog while they are in grasses and on dry land. That is true. Frogs have the ability to change the color to hide them from their enemies. This feature is called camouflage. And this protective coloration is called mimicry. Frogs are not seen during peak summer and winter. Yes, that's true. During peak summer, frogs take shelter in deep burrow to protect them from extreme heat. This is known as estivation, or we can call summer sleep. During peak winter, frogs take shelter in deep burrow to protect them from extreme cold. This is known as hibernation. That means winter sleep. Body of frog divisible into head and trunk. Color of the frog on dorsal side. Generally olive green with dark irregular spots. Reason for the smooth and slippery nature of the frog is presence of mucus. Color of the frog at ventral side. Color of the frog at ventral side, uniformly pale yellow. Uniformly pale yellow. The skin of frog is always maintained in moist condition. Yes, that's true. Sinus venosus of frog lies on the ventral side of the heart and conus arteriosus on dorsal side. No, that's false. Sinus venosus on dorsal side, conus arteriosus on ventral side. The frog never drinks water but absorb it through the skin. Yes, that's true. Adult frog bear neck but do not bear tail. That is false because they even don't have neck. Ventricle of frog pumps mixed blood. Yes, that's true. Digits of hind limbs are larger and muscular than digits of forelimb. Yes, that's true. Blood vascular system of frog is poorly developed and open type. Blood vascular system of frog is poorly developed and open type. No, that is a closed type of circulatory system, and blood vascular system of frog is well developed. Frog have lymphatic system also. Yes, that's true. The body cavity of frog accommodate different organ systems such as digestive, respiratory, circulatory, nervous, excretory, and reproductive with well-developed structure and function. Yes, that's true. Skin of frog is smooth and slippery due to the presence of mucus. Paired openings of the frog above the mouth, a pair of nostrils. Eyes are bulged and covered by nictitating membrane. Covered by nictitating membrane that protects them while they are in water. On either sides of eyes, a membranous tympanum. A membranous tympanum. Ear which receive the sound signal. Tympanum which is called ear which receive sound signal. Then the dash and dash help in swimming, walking, leaping, and burrowing. Forelimbs and hind limbs are going to help for them. The hind limbs end in 5 digits. The hind limbs end in 5 digits and they are larger and muscular than forelimbs, which forelimbs ends in 4 digits. Feet have webbed digits that help in swimming. Frog exhibit sexual dimorphism. Frog exhibit sexual dimorphism, which means male frogs can be distinguished. Male frog can be distinguished by female frog. By the presence of sound producing male frog can be distinguished from female frog by having male frog is having vocal sacs and copulatory pad. Location of copulatory pads in the frog. The first digit of forelimb. Number of chambers in the heart of frog. 3. Sound producing structure which are exclusive for male frog, that is vocal sacs. Peritoneal membrane which covers the heart is pericardium. That is pericardium. Morphological characters of male frog which differentiate them from female. Morphological characters like vocal sacs which are on the that can make sound only in the male frog, and copulatory pads which are present on first digit of forelimb. The digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. Digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. Digestive glands. Alimentary canal and digestive. The digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. Digested food is absorbed by the numerous finger-like folds in the inner wall of intestine called villi and microvilli. Villi and microvilli. Undigested solid waste moves into the rectum and passes out through cloaca. Passes out through cloaca. Elementary canal of a frog is short. Elementary canal of frog is short because the frogs are carnivores. Because of the frogs are carnivore, hence the length of intestine is reduced. The mouth opens into the mouth opens into the mouth opens into the buccal cavity. Mouth opens into the buccal cavity that leads to the esophagus. That leads to esophagus through pharynx. Dash is a short tube. Esophagus is a short tube that opens into the esophagus is a short tube that opens into the stomach, which in turn continues as intestine, rectum, and finally open outside by cloaca. Finally open outside by cloaca. Dash secrete bile and that is stored in the liver, secrete bile that is stored in the gallbladder. Liver secrete bile that is stored in the gallbladder. Dash is a digestive gland, produces pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes. Pancreas is a digestive gland that produces pancreatic juice containing digestive enzymes. Food is captured by the bilobe, that is tongue. Digestion of food takes place by the action of HCl and gastric juices. HCl and gastric juices. Secreted from the walls of stomach. Partially digested food is called dash is passed from the stomach. Partially digested food is called chyme, which is passed from the stomach to the first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. The duodenum receives bile from gallbladder and pancreatic juice from the pancreas through a common bile duct. Dash emulsifies fat. Bile emulsifies fat and pancreatic juice digests carbohydrates and proteins. Pancreatic juice digests carbohydrates and proteins. Bile emulsifies fat and pancreatic juice digests carbohydrates and protein. Final digestion takes place in the intestine. Frog respire on land and in the water by two different methods. Frog respire on land and water and in the water by two different methods. In water, dash acts as an aquatic respiratory organ. In water, skin acts as a respiratory organ. We call it as a cutaneous respiration. In respiration called cutaneous. Dissolved oxygen in the water is exchanged through the skin by diffusion. On land, the dash act as a respiratory organ. Buccal cavity, skin, lungs act as a respiratory organ. Mode of respiration during estivation in frog. Skin respiration, that is cutaneous. During inspiration, air enters through the nostrils and into the buccal cavity. During inspiration, air enters to the nostrils and into the buccal cavity, and then into lungs. During expiration, air exits from lungs into the during expiration, air enters into the buccal cavity and then into the nostrils to the exterior. Mode of respiration during hibernation in frog, that is skin respiration, that is called cutaneous respiration. Vascular system of frog is well developed, open type or a closed type, well developed, closed type. Respiration through skin in frog is called cutaneous respiration. Cutaneous respiration. Respiration through skin in frog is called cutaneous respiration. The DASH system involves heart, blood vessels, and blood. Blood vascular system. Blood vascular system involves heart, blood vessels, and blood. Respiration by lungs is called pulmonary respiration. DASH system consists of lymph channel, and lymph node. DASH system consists lymphatic system. DASH are a pair of elongated pink-colored sac-like structure present in the upper part of the trunk region. They are lungs. Lungs are a pair of elongated pink-colored sac-like structure present in the upper part of trunk region. A muscular structure of blood vascular system situated in the upper part of the body cavity is heart. Number of atria and number of ventricles in the heart of frog respectively. There are two atria and one ventricle. Two atria and one ventricle. Major veins which collect the deoxygenated blood from the body parts. Major veins from the deoxygenated blood from the body parts we can call superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. Or you may call them as precaval veins or postcaval vein. Two precaval vein and one postcaval vein. Superior vena cava is called precaval vein and inferior vena cava is called postcaval vein. The lymph is different from the blood, which it lacks. It lacks RBC, and few proteins. Like which protein it lacks? That means albumin is the protein. Blood from the heart is carried to all parts of the body by arteries. We call the system as arterial system. Arterial system. The DASH is composed of plasma and blood cell. Blood is composed of plasma and blood cell. The DASH collect blood from different parts of the body. Veins collect blood from the different parts of the body to the heart and form the venous system. The ventricle opens into a sac-like conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus. On the ventral side of the heart, the conus arteriosus present, which carry mixed blood. A special venous connection between the liver and intestine, as well as the kidney and lower parts of the body, present in the frog. The former is called hepatic portal system. The former is called hepatic portal system, and the later is called renal portal system. The later is called renal portal system. The hepatic portal system is a connection between the Liver and intestine. Hepatic portal system is the connection between the liver and intestine. Renal portal system is a connection between the kidney and lower parts of the body. Kidney and lower parts of the body. A triangular structure called dash joins with the right atrium of heart, that is sinus venosus, which is formed of the superior vena cava and superior vena cava plus inferior vena cava. The combination both unite and form sinus venosus. The blood cells of frog are blood cells of frog RBC, WBC, and the platelets. RBC, WBC, and platelets. Erythrocytes and leukocytes. Erythrocytes, nothing but RBC. Erythrocyte, nothing but RBC. And the leukocytes are called as WBC. RBC and WBC. Platelets are called thrombocytes. The blood carry nutrients and gases and water to the respective sites. The blood carry nutrients and gases and water to the respective sites during the process called circulation. Circulation of the blood is achieved by the pumping action of muscular heart. True or false? Yes, that is true. Muscular heart is pumping. Type of circulation in frog. Single, incomplete, double, complete, double. The type of circulation in frog is incomplete double circulation. Right atria of frog collects. Deoxygenated blood. Right atria of frog collect deoxygenated blood with the help of superior and inferior vena cava. Superior and inferior vena cava unite and form sinus venosus. With the help of superior and inferior vena cava, which unite and form sinus venosus. Left atria of frog collects. Oxygenated blood. Left atria of frog collect oxygenated blood with the help of pulmocutaneous vein. Right atria collects the blood from body parts, collects with the help of superior and inferior vena cava. That joins together to form a single duct called as sinus venosus. Left atria collect the blood from lungs and the skin majorly, collect with the help of pulmocutaneous vein. Elimination of nitrogenous wastes is carried out by a well-developed excretory system. Excretory system of frog consists of a pair of kidneys and ureters, cloaca, and urinary bladder. The two dash emerge from the kidneys in the male frog. Two dash emerge from the kidney in the male frog. Two ureters which are called urinogenital duct. Major excretory material of frog is urea, hence called ureotelic animal. Compact, dark red, vein-like structures of the frog are kidneys. In male frog, ureter act as urinogenital duct. In male frog, ureter act as urinogenital duct. In female, ureters and dash open separately in the ureter and oviduct open separately into the cloaca. Based on excretory waste material, frog is called ureotelic animal. Animals excrete urea are called ureotelic animal. Structure which is situated a little posterior in the body cavity on both sides of vertebral column, that is kidney. Excretory wastes are carried by dash into the dash where it is separated and excreted. Excretory materials, excretory wastes carried by blood into the kidney where it is separated and excreted. The system for control and coordination is highly evolved in the frog. Highly or poorly highly evolved in the frog. Control and coordination include both nervous system and endocrine system. Both nervous system and endocrine system. Brain is enclosed by a bony structure called cranium. Cranium, or you may call it as the brain box. Cranium, which is also called brain box. Central nervous system of frog include brain and spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system of frog include nerves from the brain, that is cranial nerves, nerves from the spinal cord, that is spinal nerves. Cranial nerves and spinal nerves. Nerves arise from the brain are called as cranial nerves. Nerve arise from the spinal cord are called as spinal nerves. Autonomic nervous system of frog include sympathetic and parasympathetic. Sympathetic nervous system, parasympathetic nervous system. The prominent dash glands found in frog are pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, thymus, pineal body, pancreatic islets, and adrenals and gonads. Endocrine glands. All these are endocrine glands. Okay. Number of pairs of cranial nerves in frog, that is 10 pairs. 10 pairs of cranial nerves are there in frog. The thin-walled urinary bladder is present ventral to the rectum, which also opens into the cloaca. The chemical coordination of various organs of the body is achieved by dash, which is secreted by endocrine gland, achieved by hormones. Each kidney is composed of several structural and functional units called nephrons, are also called uriniferous tubules. Uriniferous tubule. Nephrons are uriniferous tubule. Brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Organ of hearing as well as balancing in the frog, that is organ of hearing and balancing in the frog. Tympanum with internal ears. The dash passes out through the foramen magnum and continues as medulla oblongata of the last part of the brain, passes out through the foramen magnum and continues into the spinal cord which is enclosed by vertebral column, which is enclosed by vertebral column. Dash brain is characterized by a pair of optic lobe. Midbrain is called having pair of optic lobe. That optic lobes are called corpora bigemina. Dash brain consists of cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Hind brain consists of cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Dash brain include olfactory lobe, paired cerebral hemisphere, unpaired diencephalon. Forebrain. The frog has different sense organs. Frog has different sense organs, namely such as organs of touch. Organs of touch we can call sensory papillae. Organs of touch are called sensory papillae, and the taste we say taste buds, and the hearing we can call tympanum with internal ear. Tympanum with internal ear. And the smell, wait here, taste, smell we say nasal epithelium. Smell we call nasal epithelium. Smell we say nasal epithelium. And vision, eyes are for vision, and the hearing, tympanum with internal ear. So touch, sensory papillae, taste buds, nasal epithelium for smell, and vision, eyes, and hearing, tympanum with internal ear. Out of all sense organs, eye and ear are well organized structures, and the rest are eye and ear are only the well organized structures, and the rest are cellular aggregations. Rest are cellular aggregations with nerve endings. Cellular aggregations with nerve endings. A pair of spherical structures situated in the orbit in skull are eyes. Simple eye means eye in the orbit is a single unit. Frogs have well organized male and female reproductive system. Yes, true. External ear is absent in frog. Only tympanum can be seen. A membranous tympanum can be seen externally. Yellowish ovoid structures of male reproductive system of frog are yellowish ovoid structures, that is testis. Dash or dash in number that arise from testis. Vasa efferentia are 10 to 12 in number, that arise from the testis. They enter the kidney on their side, they enter the kidney on their side and opens into Bidder's canal. Which is very important. Bidder's canal. Okay, opens into the Bidder's canal. Organs which are found adhere to the upper part of the kidney by a double fold of peritoneum in male frog is mesoarchaeum. Male frog is called mesoarchaeum. A small median chamber that is used to pass fecal matter and urine and sperms to the exterior. That is cloaca. The female reproductive system includes The female reproductive organs include a pair of the female reproductive organs include a pair of ovaries, a pair of ovaries. The dash are situated near kidneys, the pair of ovaries, and ovaries are situated near kidney. Ovaries are the reproductive organs, and the ovaries are situated near the kidney, and there is no functional connection with the kidney. There is no functional connection with the kidney. A pair of oviduct arising from the ovaries opens into the cloaca separately. Widder's canal communicates with the dash that comes out the kidney and opens into the Widder's canal communicates with the ureter, which is called as urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct. Widder's canal communicates with the kidney, which is called urinogenital duct. Here, urinogenital duct, which is ureter is called here urinogenital duct, and comes out of the kidney and opens into the cloaca. Opens into the cloaca. Double fold of peritoneum which adhere the testis to the kidney is double fold of peritoneum which adheres the kidney to the testis is mesoarchium. A mature female can lay. A mature female, the number of ovum which a mature female can lay 2500 to 3000 eggs at a time. Type of fertilization in frog. Type of fertilization in frog, external fertilization. Fertilization in frog takes place in water. Type of development in frog, direct or indirect. Type of development in frog is indirect development. Development of frog involves a larval stage called tadpole larva. Dash larva of frog undergoes dash to become adult. Tadpole larva undergoes metamorphosis. Tadpole larva of frog undergoes metamorphosis to become adult. Frogs are beneficial for mankind. Frogs are beneficial for mankind because they eat insects and protect the crop Frogs maintain ecological balance because they serve as an important link of food chain and food web in the ecosystem. Food chain and the food web in ecosystem. In some countries, the muscular legs of frog, in some countries, the muscular legs of frog are used as a food by man. Thank you.